My brother and I came here after his retirement approximately just over 20 years ago, and we've lived here ever since. Well, my brother had been ill for 2 years, and I had to look after him for that 2 years. Although we had got in touch with everybody for helping, we hadn't had much reply, so we did everything ourselves. So we were spending vast amounts of money on credit cards. I hadn't realised just how much we were doing, because Tony did everything. I did the work, he looked after the finances. But he had apparently been ill for some time, with a small stroke or something like that. And then he became quite unwell. One morning I phoned the doctor. They just said, phone 99. I did. The ambulance was here within less than 3 minutes. The ambulance man looked at his partner and shook his head, and I lost it then, I have to be honest. And then the undertakers came to take him away, which wasn't very pleasant, seeing your brother come down the stairs. And then, shumph, it ends. The house is empty. You're left with your brother somewhere else, and you have to cope for that weekend. You have to go upstairs where he's just left, and you have to try and tidy things up. I was probably lucky that I had our little dog. She has to be looked after anyway. So that weekend was not a good weekend. And then Nigel came to see me.
I've been helping Ken for some time now. Originally, his referral came through to me for his brother Tony, as Ken was doing a lot of care work for him. It was from Ken's contacts to the office to speak to his housing officer Katie to advise that his brother had passed away. I then picked up the case again, as I wanted to make sure Ken was okay. Eventually I managed to establish that Ken was entitled to a state pension. That then meant we could then apply for his pension credit top-up. That's when the problem started, because Ken had been known by 3 different surnames, and no one knew what the DWP had down as a name. It took a few more weeks of investigation attempts. We finally found out what name was being used by the department, because state pension and pension credit were using 2 different names. We managed to get everything all tied up together. We got Ken's state pension, his pension credit, all into payment, all backdated. The housing benefit went through no problem with his council tax. That was all backdated, and that put Ken in a better financially secure position, because obviously paying for his own rent and council tax out of his savings, his capital was dwindling away very, very rapidly, and he really was fearing that he was going to lose his home.
But I would not have had a roof over my head, had a little bit of money to spend for food or anything without Nigel. It's people like that that deserve the credit.